Right, Lee. So good first lesson there. We've got 4 chords on the go, which is really really good, and then a couple of other little tricks as well. So just get on those. So the usual stuff. The main thing is the what I call finger posture, right? Just making sure that that's always good for every chord. So main things are making sure they're coming down straight on the fretboard. So the string should be coming into contact with your finger about there, right? Right at the very tip, coming straight down. And so that's the first thing, straight down, plenty of pressure, and where possible, get it right up to the fret. Just as close as you can. Obviously, you can't get that any closer, but that's fine. Just wherever you can. The closer you are to the fret, the less pressure you need to put down to get a clean note. And then, just to make sure, hit it one string at a time. So, and whenever you get any of that, you know, it's always going to be one of those 3 things. There's not enough pressure on the string. In this case, my middle finger there is lying down a bit. So it's holding this one down, but touching it. So if I just angle it up the way, there. So it was G, so that's first finger, 2nd fret on the, or E minor I should say, first finger, 2nd fret on the 5th string, then the next one right next to it on the 4th string. So that's E minor. G is next. So from there, I'm going to slide this up, staying on the 2nd fret of the 5th string, 3rd fret on the 6th, and then 3rd fret on the 1st. There's the G. A minor then, we've got first finger, 2nd string, 1st fret, and then these 2 on the next 2 strings up above. And on this one, I'm going to try and get rid of the 6th string. There's A minor. And then we went for C. So C is a bit of a stretch on this one because you're going across 3 frets. So just kind of change the angle of your arm coming in at it as well. That can help with that. If your elbow's too far out that way, that tends to happen when they fall down. So you bring it around, makes it easier for them to kind of stand up a bit straighter. Okay, and there's C major. So what I want you to try for now is it's all about going from one of those to the next one in any order. So you go E minor, G, A minor, C, and then find ways of making the transition a little bit quicker. So for example, we're getting back to E minor from C here, right? Middle finger's in the same spot for both of those chords. So instead of taking it all away and then putting the E minor back on there, just pivot around back to it. Little things like that do make it easier to kind of just keep a rhythm going, not have it interrupted by a chord change. So there's that. So that's the main thing. Just, you know, do them to death over and over and over again, nice and regular. With the rhythm, we didn't get into much strumming, but for now, just 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, and 3, and 4. Hit it on the way up as much as you like. You know, sort of skip a few, hit a few, and just see what happens. And we'll get into more detail on that later. Other than that, then, the other couple of things, just to kind of break things up and make it a bit more interesting, is pull-offs, slides. So we've got pull-offs, you're just hitting it and dragging your finger off for the next note. Slides. All you're doing there, the trick to a slide is that you just have to keep the pressure on it as you're dragging it. Okay, obviously if you let go too much, that happens. You know, the note just dies off. So, and then hammer-ons were the other thing as well. So a little bit easier on the 6th, on the thick strings just for now with the hammer-ons. So you're hitting it. You can start on the open, or you can start on another fret as well. And then you slam your finger down onto the next note without actually hitting it with your right. So just so we didn't do anything in particular with those, but it's just something to kind of mess about with, something to just kind of get a different look at the instrument and just play around with it for now. And obviously we'll put things in place then later on. Okay, so should be enough to be getting on with for this week, and I'll talk to you next week. See you then.